in big 2025, I want to be your favorite YouTuber. And if you're seeing this today and you've not given your life to Christ, do it now. Would you cry or would you try to get me? Tell me now, I want you to be glad. Tell me now, I need you to be glad. I will wait for you. Hi guys, and welcome back officially to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica. I'm 18. I'm in college. I study law. I also do a lot of stuff by the side. But yes, that's basically about me. So today, you guys have asked me a lot of questions. A lot. I'll answer as many as I can. But this is crazy. These are a lot of questions. So today, I'm going to call this a Q&A session with Jessica. So let's get right into these questions. The first one I have here is, what are the three words that best describes yourself? Now, if I want to describe myself in three words, I think I would say that one, I am an introvert,
Bombastic side eye.
I am kind, and I am respectful. Like I respect boundaries, I respect people. I'm respectful basically. So my second question is, what quality do you admire most about yourself? I will admire the fact that I'm very sensitive to people's feelings, to my feelings. I'm very observant. That's one quality that I really admire about myself. My third question is, what did you want to be when you were small? Now, I don't know if this is what I actually wanted to be, or I was just like having peer pressure, whatever. I wanted to be a doctor, and I feel like everybody else wanted to be a doctor when they were small. If you ask a child now, what do you want to be? Is that they tell you a doctor, a lawyer, an engineer, a pilot, one of those four things. But me, I said I wanted to be a doctor, and I feel like it's because my friends were saying they wanted to be doctors. I was like, you know what? I want to be a doctor. And then I grew up and I realized that I cannot stand blood, like the smell of blood, the sight of injuries. I can't stand it. That's what I wanted to be when I was younger. My fourth question is, what motivates your devotion to God? Now, what motivates my devotion to God is the fact that this God came down and he died for me to wash away my sins so that I can be justified. I can go on and on and on and on. It's just the fact that I love him so much and I know that in my heart that he loves me with an everlasting love. That is what motivates my devotion to God. Now, my fifth question, or the next question, I don't know what number we are now, is what would you change about yourself if you could? One thing I'd change about myself if I could is I would change the fact that I um have social anxiety. I want to be like more confident when I step into a room, and I just don't want to have the fear that I would fail or the fear that I will mess things up, whatever. Just that, yes. Oh, the next question is, who was the last girl you texted? The last girl I texted? Hold on. Last girl I texted was, oh, my best friend, Timmy. I love you, babes. She was the last person I texted. My next question is, has your personality changed since childhood? If so, why? Um, when I was younger, I would definitely say I was more outspoken. Like I just wanted to be me. Like I did not care what anybody had to say about me. But now I still don't care actually. I do not care what people have to say about me. So yes, my personality has definitely changed. I am like more quiet in person. I'm more sensitive. I'm more observant. Next question is, what is your biggest fear? Now, if you asked me before, like maybe 6, 7 years ago, I thought my biggest fear is dying. But now my biggest fear as a grown woman is this Bible scripture that says, depart from me, for I know you not. Yeah? Wait. That's my biggest when I tell you that's my biggest fear, like I want to go to heaven. I don't want to spend eternity in hell. That's my biggest fear. Depart from me, for I know you not. And if you're seeing this today and you've not given your life to Christ, do it now. Do it now because nobody knows when the time will come that the trumpet will sound and everybody will be going up and you'll be staying down. And before you know it's tribulation, before you know it's hellfire. Give your life to Christ, guys. If you've never heard this before or you've never felt the sense of urgency to give your life to Christ, now is the time. Give your life to Christ. find people, even if you're like a Christian, like you're giving your life to Christ before, but you find yourself, you know, being lukewarm to things of God and everything. I encourage you guys to please get get it right now. Get it right with God, because this is the best time. Even if you're older than me, younger than me, whatever, this is the best time for you to give your life to Christ. I want to see my friends, my family, you guys in heaven. I don't want to see anybody in hell. It's not something that anybody wants. So you guys, please give your life to Christ. My next question is: you exude a lot of confidence. What is the secret?
Pretend.
Fake it
Yeah.
until we make it.
I mean, why not?
Fake it till you make it. Fake it until you make it. Do things that will make you feel like, if it's dressed in a well that makes you feel confident, or if you have to go to the spa, if you have to get your nails done or your hair done, or dress nice, or your shoes, or whatever that makes you feel confident, do it for yourself. You only live once. So the next question I have is: what is the most important lesson you've learned from a past relationship? Um, all my past relationships have been like very traumatic. Any ship is a relationship. I'm talking friendships, relationships like with people, with your family, your friends, best friends, even the opposite sex, obviously. They've been very traumatic, and I learn new things from each broken relationship that I have experienced. Now, my most recent past relationship, one lesson I've learned is to be selfless, because being selfish in a relationship is crazy. When you're in a relationship with someone, you have to also pay attention to their feelings and not just yours. And you have to be very, very selfless. You have to care about them. You have to be intentional about your relationship. Like, if you're talking to someone and you want the relationship to grow into something bigger, something better, speak up and tell them how you feel and everything. I feel like one of the things that destroyed most of my relationship is that I just kept bottling up things on the inside, and I never spoke up when they do something to me that wasn't nice, until when it reached me, yeah, and I was like, what the hell is even going on? And I just like crashed out on them, and I said some things that I wasn't supposed to say, and then that was it. One thing I've noticed about myself is that I wasn't exactly being considerate with other people's feelings. I just wanted my feeling to be validated, which is entirely selfish. So, one of my biggest lessons is to be selfless and pay attention, be outspoken, speak up. Like, if something is not going in well, if this person is doing something to you that you do not like, speak up and tell them, and like confront it, and don't let it bottle up and pack up, and then before you know, you crash out and you see some things you're not supposed to see. So guys, learn from me. Learn from me. So my next question is: have you had any personal struggle with albinism? If yes, how has it affected you? First of all, I am not albino. You guys, please, I am not albino. Like, I don't have any struggle with albinism. I just escaped it by thread. I am just light skinned. I think it was a recessive gene that I inherited from my grandma, my mom's mom. She was light skinned when she was around my age. That's it. If you could be famous for one thing, what would it be? I want to be famous for a lot of things. I want to be famous for being kind. I want to be famous for like helping people, putting smiles on people's faces. I want to be famous for money. I mean, I want to be the best at anything and everything that I do. So definitely, I want to be the best of the best. I want to be your favorite YouTuber. I want to be the best lawyer there is. I want to be the best at anything and everything that I do in life. So yes, I want to be famous for a lot of stuff. That's sums it up. My next question is: if you could have a conversation with your younger self, what would you say? So growing up as a child, I was not exactly academically sound, or I was till a point in my life where I was like having a bit of trouble understanding things and assimilating things. And sometimes I would even understand, but to write it down during an examination, I would black out and all of that stuff. So I wasn't exactly academically sound. I wasn't the best student or the best pupil, whatever. So I was either at the bottom of the class or very close to the bottom of the class or just average. So I wasn't exactly like an academically sound child. So one thing that I would say to my younger self is we're smart now. We're smart now, and we don't fail exams anymore. We don't black out anymore, and we understand a lot of stuff now. Another thing that I would say to my younger self is I hope that you are proud of me. My next question is personality or looks. You guys ask me a lot of crazy questions. Now, personality or looks, for me, since you're asking me, you have to have both. I mean, some people will say, oh, personality, be a good person. God loves you, mother loves you. But to me, you also have to have looks because I don't want my kid to be looking something I would not exactly be proud of. I mean that in the most respectful way ever. But to me, you have to have both. You have to have a very good personality. You have to be sensitive. You have to have sense. And you have to have good looks as well. So, my last and final question would be what advice would you give when it comes to dealing with ignorant people? I searched the meaning of ignorance because I did not want to like say whatever was coming to my head. ChatGPT says here that an ignorant person is someone who lacks knowledge, awareness, or understanding about the particular subject or in general. But it's important to know that ignorance isn't always intentional or mean spirited. It can simply mean someone hasn't been exposed to certain information or experiences yet. However, if someone refuses to learn, even when they have the opportunity to, or choose to stay uninformed, that is when the word ignorant gets used more negatively. So sometimes, definitely, so everybody's not an island of knowledge. Some people would definitely not have an idea on a particular subject or whatever. But you don't know something, you lack knowledge, you lack awareness. First of all, I dislike people that are self unaware. How? How do you do it? How do you survive? Why are you self unaware? Please don't in big 2025 at your old and ripe age. No, my darling, no, you can't be doing that. And you refuse to learn. You choose to stay uninformed. Now, I don't know how to deal with these kind of people because I rarely, if to say hardly, I do not enjoy or I don't like the presence of people that are ignorant. Like, I want to grow as a person. And if you don't want to grow as a person, you want to stay ignorant, you refuse to learn, you refuse to grow, you choose to stay uninformed on everything. No, my darling, I can't hang around with you. You can't be my friend because I want to grow. Like, my growth depends on people that I surround myself with. So if I see that you don't want to grow, you can't be my circle. So no, thank you. I don't know how to deal with these people. So I don't know. I don't know. If you have a way, if you have somebody, if you ask somebody else, get somebody else to do it. I don't know how to do it. So that brings me to the end of this Q&A session with Jessica. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did making this video. This was so fun. If you've come this far, by the way, I just want to say thank you very much for supporting me and thank you very much for watching this far. I really, really appreciate your support and I hope that I will see you in the next video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends, and come back to watch it later when you have nothing else to do. Have a snack, have a laugh, enjoy yourself. I hope I see you in the next video. Bye. I'm going back to the south. I'm going back, 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 back. When my roots ain't watered down. Growing like a baobab tree of life.